What's your game plan for when you get sick and you still want to progress? Let's dig into it. All right, guys, a topic that I feel very strongly about is what to do when you're sick. Now, the bad thing is I can't give you a bunch of blanket rules or bullet points because the different degrees or varying levels of sickness can be the sniffles to 106-degree fever and you can't get off the couch. So there's gonna be a lot of gray area. And the number one principle I wanna instill upon you guys is you have to listen to your body. That's it. If your body feels beat to shit, tired, joints ache, you're exhausted, your head hurts, it's throbbing, you have a fever, stay home and rest. That is your body warning you. It is not your time to flex your muscle and be like, screw this, I'm tough, like, and David Goggins out, right? Like, that is not the time for that. Because all you're gonna do is run yourself deeper into a hole of sickness and it's gonna take you longer to dig out of it. You know, that's a principle that John taught us years ago with training, right? Where he'd always say, dig the ditch, but not so deep that you can't climb out of it. So it's the same thing when you're sick. If you just have the sniffles or sneezes or allergies, I'm gonna train. Honestly, if I have a sore throat, I still may train. Things that are gonna prevent me from training or going to the gym or even honestly doing cardio is if I have a fever, I can't get my meals down and I'm not adequately hydrated. Because those three right there are, to me, is what's gonna make a workout beneficial, right? And if you go into a gym dehydrated and feeling bad and saying, screw this, I'm gonna mentally power through it, that's a recipe for tearing a muscle. And if we tear a muscle, then we're gonna be out for 3 to 6 months. As opposed to if you just been a little bit more patient and waited another week, week and a half, and then you can go back to the gym and train. The best thing you do during this period is stay on the couch, stay in the bed, hydrate like crazy. So what I like to do is I'll take a ton of water. I'll even potentially go half and half like water Gatorade. I'll put some electrolytes in it. I'll take one of those vitamin C booster for immunity from CVS, drop that in there, and I'm constantly hydrating because that's gonna be the number one thing that always stands in our way of recovery. So if we stay adequately hydrated, and then we begin to start eating foods that are palatable to you, because if you're like me, when I get really sick, my stomach just says, no, I don't want anything. Back in January when I was really sick, I had to really find foods that I could get down so that my body could recover and repair itself. So you have to get creative, get very calorie dense meals, and we can post some links right there of the chicken and rice, the beef and rice, and the macaroni and cheese and shredded chicken. All three of those, in my mind, are perfect meals during that period of sickness. And then if you alternate those meals with shakes, nut butter, and fruit, that's gonna pack your body full of vitamins and minerals that you need to recover. So that's really essential, guys. The more we sleep, the more we rest, the more we hydrate and fuel our body for recovery, the faster we're gonna be back in the gym doing what you love, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what we want. We wanna get back in the gym as fast as possible. So if you let your ego drive that ship, you're gonna go back a touch too soon. It's better to wait an extra day or two, ensure that your body's repaired before you go back in there. Because if you go back in there and you're so excited, you're like, man, I get a pump again, I feel great. And you get back in the gym and then you just beat the shit out of yourself and you're sick again for another week. We don't wanna do that. Because I know, like, I'm just gonna speak from a crazy muscle meathead, right? You look in the mirror, you get out of the shower, and you're like, fuck, I lost all my muscle. The last 6 months of progress, the last year of progress is all gone because you lost all that water and the muscle glycogen you had from all your carbs, right? And you look emaciated, you hadn't taken your supplements, you hadn't trained, you don't have a pump, and you're just like, oh my God, here I am, skinny again, fuck. All your muscle doesn't disappear that fast. It just doesn't. If you look at people who play Survivor, if you look at people who do Naked and Afraid, like, yes, they definitely lose some muscle mass, but that's 42 days or 21 days of no food, minimal water, and tons of activity. If you were sick and you're resting, you're not burning through a ton of calories, guys. You're not active. You aren't training. You don't need all that fuel. But if you let yourself get inside your head, you can trick yourself into thinking, I need to get back in. I gotta train. I gotta do something. I gotta do bands. And all you do is run yourself deeper into a hole. So don't do that. Be smart. Formulate a game plan, meaning I'm gonna pound so many vitamins and minerals that my piss is the color of Gatorade, yellow Gatorade. Because I want to just literally flood every fucking nutrient I can into my body that's going to help with repair and recovery. I want to restore my gut health through glutamine, through digestive enzymes, through probiotics. The faster I do that, the faster I'm back in the gym. Then you couple that with rest. You pair that with lots of sleep, meaning naps, getting deep sleep. I actually do some guided meditation during those periods, and I'll even take a sleeping aid if I'm not sleeping well. If I'm up coughing all night, I'm not recovering. So I'll take some Relax by New Ethics. So I'll take 2 dropperfuls of that right before sleep, and then my goal is to sleep solid through the night. I'll wake up when I wake up. I don't set an alarm. Now, if I had a job that I had to go to, I'm gonna obviously have to set an alarm. But with my job and how it is now, I'm flexible. I sleep as long as I can. I wake up, hammer client emails, I begin hydrating. When I'm hungry, I'll eat my meal. And then if I can, I'm gonna lay down and take a nap again. And I just rotate that schedule. Eat, hydrate, nap, over and over again until I am fully healed. Then, once I get back into the gym, I know what everyone wants to do. They want to rage, right? They want to do Bulgarian split squats to death. They want to do triple drops in the hack squat. They want to do ascending sets in the leg press. You think that's smart? Just, I laugh because I've been guilty of that. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm back in here. I'm going to lift all the weights. And all I did was just run my body down again, guys. And then I had to take time off because I was either A, super sore, or I was sick again. So do not do that. When you get back in the gym, straight sets. I recommend no more than 6 to 9 sets per body part. Take nothing to failure. Use 0 intensity techniques. Get a pump and get the fuck out. That's a secret. And then if you want to do cardio, let's say you want to do some cardio. Let's say you're like, man, I'm a little pudgier in the middle because I'm eating some foods that are more palatable as opposed to what's on my plan. Don't go do HIIT cardio. Don't go run 10 miles. Like literally just go for a walk, like a dog walk, and just burn some calories. If you want to stretch, do some stretching. But we can't just go right back into dropping the hammer. Even if you're in prep, listen to my words, even if you are in prep, take your time. Because a minor setback is way better than a catastrophe, right? And that's what you're building to if you go back to dropping the hammer, training, nutrition, cardio, little sleep. All it's gonna do is put you in a deeper hole and you'll not be able to dig out of it. So, if you like this video, guys, like, share, and subscribe. With sickness, be smart, take your time, and you'll be back to normal before you know it. Chris Evans TV.